Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show Podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show Podcast.
All right, here we go. Welcome to another round of the KVJ After the Show Podcast. Good to have y'all here with us today. Just trying to survive all the craziness in the world today.
Rocco's taking a bath, and he grabbed his Captain America toy, and he held it up to Panda, and he said, Daddy, why don't we just get Captain America to kill the coronavirus? He can do it.
Yes, you're right. If anybody could do it.
Sweet kid.
I know. I love kid logic. I just wish it would play out in real life.
I know, right?
Because, yeah, I think Captain America could take care of the coronavirus.
Absolutely. At least for America.
Oh, yeah.
I can't vouch for what he could do for other countries, but I feel like for America, he could clean it up.
Everyone else is screwed.
Yes.
It's in my name. I only work for America.
We can outsource him after he's done wiping it out here. I think we could probably outsource him. But
Think so? Is that how it works?
clean America first.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, some interesting stuff, and it's just kind of funny how, the biggest sport on social media right now is kind of shaming other people who are not observing and being hashtag be cool about social distancing and following the regulations, because really everything that's out there right now, it's an honor system. And you're seeing just how much of society is honorable and how much isn't. Somebody tweeted at us and said, yeah, call out to the idiot woman at Jupiter Beach, access number 56, for ripping down the tape so they can sit together in the steps with their dogs and coffee. So, yeah, there's some people that are not taking too kindly to the closed beaches.
I mean, you're ripping down the tape put up by the police? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Some people just, they don't like what they're doing. They just don't buy into all these closings. And, even casual strollers in Broward, Dade, Palm Beach, those beaches are closed. You can't even stroll on the beach right now. People are going, well, that's just a God-given right.
I saw somebody ranting about all that on Facebook. No government's telling me how to live my life. These are my freedoms, but you cannot infringe. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And people are getting into a fight about it. Fuck you and your freedoms.
That's how some people feel.
It's getting wild out there.
It is. And, especially for the people who don't even believe the coronavirus is real or it's worse than the regular seasonal flu and all that stuff, they're really pissed. I can't even believe it's a fake virus, and then they're taking away my freedoms. This is how it all begins.
My freedoms, Virginia.
Yeah. Then the boating issue, too. People pissed off about that. Palm Beach, Miami-Dade, recreational boating activities banned indefinitely. But in Broward, at least as of Sunday afternoon, no such ban.
Huh.
So I guess if you want to go have your crazy float party, you take your boat to Broward.
Well, I just
you're good.
I hear people saying, why can't I just go on a boat with 5 or 6 people that I've been hanging out with? What's the difference between that and keeping my distance and then going to Publix and talking to the cashier and giving money and doing all that?
A lot of people were doing that on their boat, and they were just going out with their family, and they weren't tying off with other boats. They weren't going to the sandbar. They weren't having interactions with people. But the few bad people that were ruined it for everybody.
And they would deem that as a non-necessity, where they would deem getting supplies, food, things like that, okay, we're trying to limit interactions. The store is more necessary than it is to go get your buzz on a boat. Or take your family out boating, even, if you want to argue the more squeaky clean version of it. And that's why some people are upset, because they feel like, that whole thing, it's like, the one person ruins it for everybody.
Right.
That's kind of what it was.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
And that was it on Sunday.
It's kind of like the dirt of the day. One person ruins it for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding. I'm a lighten up on
All
the
right,
dirt.
just remember who gave your ass toilet paper
You're right, I'm sorry.
today. I didn't see anybody else give you toilet paper. You're so quick with a quip.
I apologize for my quip, and thank you for my toilet paper.
You see, even the Florida Keys are closed.
They're relaxed as fuck.
I know. So they're uptight about something. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's closed to all tourists and visitors.
Well, they would be so annoyed if all of a sudden these spring breakers are rolling in. If I get corona, I get corona in Key West.
Get the F out.
Well, the thing that's happening is it's all just rolling to different locations now.
Because people are traveling and bringing it. So, yeah, if you say no travelers, you stop it wherever it is, and people are going to spread it through community spread.
Yeah, and
still.
that's why the governor was trying to get Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami-Dade on the same page, because people were just like going, fuck it, I'll just go a county over, man. And then that's what they would do. They'd just go someplace else and do the same stuff they wanted to do if they didn't have those regulations.
Sometimes one insect can damage so much grain, Virginia. Let that fucking sink in. Let it sink. Let it marinate.
That's kind of it. So we got a lot of people calling out a lot of people here. That was deep. We all had to just let that sit.
We'll just let it sit for a second.
Let that shit sit.
Oh, it's sitting. It's sinking to the bottom.
Whatever.
Like your career.
That is true. All of our careers are going to the shitter.
We've got an email from Amy. She said, Virginia, WTH, you need to put your foot down with Mags. I had to do with my oldest son, who just cannot seem to comprehend how severe this can become and how it's spread. Don't contradict yourself. Social distancing is the best way to put an end to all of this. Mags may hate you for this, and there may be a lot of drama in your home, but wouldn't you hate yourself more if she got sick?
Absolutely. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You are right.
It's tough. It is tough stuff. Yeah. Who knows what you do? Magnolia's 14. You still got, that kind of power over her. I got a 22-year-old that, she lives in her own place. She's an adult.
And don't look like Corona is bringing her down at all.
Not on Instagram.
No, it's bringing her up, actually. In fact, last night, because, a lot of things were closed, she made a new beer pong table. You can see there on.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. So she's...
Now, what wasn't fun was the 30 people that came over to play.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure there will be a big
Lord.
old party.
Spring break!
I know you said your wife told her, okay, don't come to our house. Is she coming over yet?
She was there when I got home yesterday.
Oh, boy.
I wasn't allowed over. We're supposed to have that Connect 4 tournament, and I got shut down. I'm not allowed over.
Yeah. Yeah, the Queen was trying to restrict, and the Queen wasn't there at the time that she was over. But, I don't know. I think probably when it's going to get real for a lot of people, and what seems like makes it real now, if there is a known association and somebody tests positive for the coronavirus. Like if one of Caitlin's friends came down with the coronavirus and she still was doing that stuff, that's where I think it would be interesting to see what the Mexican Queen would do. Would she be like, look, you've been out running around rampant with these people and one just tested positive for coronavirus? Then it'd be interesting to see if my wife would be like, no, seriously, you are not coming around for at least 2 weeks.
All right, well, that's going to happen, and by then it might be too late.
Well, I've got no play on this, but I'm just saying that's probably when it'll change. Or it might change. I don't even know. Who knows?
I'm just wondering when people stop being cool. When you talk about the landlords and all that, when do the landlords finally say, all right, guys, I'm going to actually have to start charging full rent because now I'm taking it in the shorts?
Well, I don't think they can evict you. All evictions are on hold. So that's the end game of not paying your rent, and they can't do it to you right now. So I think you're good. I mean, what are they going to do? They can't, if you don't have any money, they can't come to you and demand rent. Say you're a waitress. If you got laid off and you're at home with zero paycheck and you can't pay your rent, they can't evict you, so you're just home.
Yeah, it seems like there are a lot of concessions that are being made, for people that are having to, battle with costs and bills and things like that. So, hopefully there's going to be some stuff. I was just even reading today in the Sun Sentinel, And they say, we won't lose our homes because of the coronavirus crisis. Our power won't be shut off, and we're not going to go hungry. Financial services companies, nonprofit relief programs, utilities, and government assistance agencies are stepping up ways to help consumers get through the coming weeks and months of layoffs, business interruptions, and self-quarantines. And they said on there, we got some ways in which you can get some help, some financial help through the coronavirus.
Well, that sounds pretty positive. Now, Virginia, do you want to go ahead and refute that and say something negative?
No, I think all that is awesome. And that just reminds you that, it's not doom and gloom. We are going to make it through this. If you have your health, you have everything, but you got to protect that so you can be here on the other side.
Are you guys watching any old comedies at all? I've been trying to watch some old stuff, comedies.
Every TV in my house has Peppa Pig on it, and I'm just about over that pig.
That's right. I forgot. I can't talk snacks or movies with you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Not in my house. Not right now.
A couple of things here. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and the Federal Housing Administration announced the emergency measures this week for single-family homeowners unable to make their mortgage payments. And it said that Florida Power and Light is suspending utility disconnections for failure to pay at least until the end of March. So those are a couple things. Comcast has suspended service disconnections and late fees for internet customers who contact the company to say that they can't pay their bills during the period. AT&T, kind of same thing, won't terminate services. So you've got a lot of places like that. Citibank is waiving monthly service fees for its retail bank customers and waiving penalties of early CD withdrawals. So a lot of banks are doing stuff. Chase is helping customers. So that's the cool thing about it. If you just kind of reach out instead of freaking out about it, just reach out. They've put a little bit of a pause even on your taxes. The IRS is going to chill for once. Yeah, so there are things like that.
I had a couple of different bills that I got to pay. They reached out to me and they said, okay, you can sign up to skip a month for your payment, and they'll just add it onto the back end. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't pay April, if you can't pay May, you can skip those months, and then they'll add that payment onto the back end. Of course, not all of them are waiving the interest, but at least it frees up a little bit of money that you don't have to pay, and it's not due that month.
Yeah.
So look into it. If you need to skip a month, ask your bills. Can you skip a month?
Yeah, there are some things out there that if you just figure that out, if you may have to get a little bit creative, but there are some ways that are, you can get things out there, even with food. Feeding South Florida, stepping up. Farm Shares doing stuff in South Florida. So there are a lot of things to help out with bills and getting you food and things like that.
If it gets too grim, I'm going to take my talents in front of the cam. I'm cam girling.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What are you going to do, show off the BH?
Oh, all day. ADL.
She better keep that price low.
It's going to be Lana, and it's going to be sexy. No, it won't.
Oh, cool. My daughter's going to be having a party this weekend.
Spring break!
At her place or yours?
No, not at my place.
All
You kidding me?
right.
No, the Queen definitely wouldn't go for that. I said, how many people are coming? She said, like 20.
Like 20.
Oh, my
Which
gosh.
probably means more like 40.
Yeah, I mean, she's 20-something.
20, yeah, she's 22 because her birthday, see, this is the thing. Her birthday is Thursday. And so, this is it. This is her birthday party.
Yeah, no, Generation Z. Is that what we call them? Generation Z?
She's a Zoomer.
Yeah.
And so this is just it, where it's like, look, you only turned 22 once. So she's, by God, going to have a party.
You need to text her, I don't think this is a smart idea. I'm begging you not to do it.
Okay, Boomer.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know my family is.
I love it when people try to give you advice.
I know.
Like you have not tried this for 20 years.
It's not too late to keep trying.
It's like people that try to give you advice. Kev, here's how you get laid with your wife.
And the next thing you know, you're standing alone in the family. Everybody's like, you're just old and boring and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, and it's just like, all right, I'm just going to learn to shut up.
You're already a broken man. You don't want come on.
Yeah.
Virginia, let the man.
I'm just going to sit and quietly judge instead of speaking up.
Okay, Bill.
It's become a lot more effective. You're right. 20 years of learning, and I used to stand up for what's right. Anymore? Nah, fuck it.
No, you see that look? You know how Kevin looks like he's
not going to go anywhere. It's wasted breath.
Dead behind the eyes?
Yeah, my dad had it too for a while. He
Yeah.
just stare 300 miles out.
That's how when you
like you're searching for something.
it's when you've stood up and you've had a good comment and you should have said something, and then the whole thing just turns on you. Next thing you know, going, why am I the bad guy here? Yeah, like going, you know what? I'm just going to shut up.
I'm trying to help people.
Right. No, the best thing to do in my family, just shut up.
Well, I mean, if you were to honestly try to put an end to the 20 people going to the party, no one's going to listen to you.
No one's going to listen to me. And then, yeah, it's going to wind up the whole thing. It's like, yeah.
Now you're wasting your breath.
I'm not going to waste my breath. Best thing to do is, it really is in certain situations, the best thing to do is, it's all about the queen. The queen runs everything. It all goes through the queen. It's kind of like a beehive. You know, it's all about the queen.
She's got the power to she can be the shutdown of the family.
Yeah, she would be the one that would put the kind of like, little twist on Caitlin that would be like, okay, think twice about this. So you have to instead have your quiet, calm conversations with the queen and kind of like, plant little seeds in her brain in the right way.
Well, can you speak to the queen on behalf of us? Because if Caitlin comes to your house and gives it to you, and then you come to work and give it to me, and then I go home and give it to Panda, Panda will be in the hospital.
Well, somebody just texted in, Virginia can't control Mags, and she's telling Kev what to do?
Damn!
Mags,
you got called out.
Mags is not having a party with 20 fucking people. I guarantee you that.
I just love everyone calling everybody out. It's pretty funny because everyone's calling everybody out.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I think you're both doing a great job, and I love both.
Fuck you.
Yeah, well, this is just the kind of stuff, when you're trying to control who is around you in your immediate surroundings. What happens, because they're all this kind of stuff is it's new territory.
Well, you're just not going to know either. I mean, honestly, I could be at Publix getting coleslaw, having a conversation with somebody, just like as close as you are, not thinking any. I mean, you get anywhere, right? That's what they're saying.
You shouldn't have a conversation over coleslaw right now.
There's no way I don't talk.
Get in, get out.
Yeah, you bring it out. If you bring up coleslaw to me at Publix, there's no fucking
You're gonna
way
talk about
I'm
it.
not talking about that with you.
Yeah.
In fact, we're probably going to talk a lot.
Well, and the problem of what we're seeing is not everybody is dialed at the same temperature when it comes to all this social distancing and everything. You got some people, and there are even people in the chat room saying, I have not done anything different. I'm living my life the way I want to live my life.
Another comment in the chat room, Kev, get her. Who the hell does Virginia think she is? Tell her to get off her high horse. No one asked for your opinion, Witch.
I don't see any of those.
Sit down.
Are you reading that? Is that internal dialogue?
So yeah, that's the tough thing is, when you have things and what the interactions have. It'll be interesting to see if we all just will get to a place where everybody is secluded. And, we might be coming to that point, too, with the radio show. I know some other radio shows are having to do it because there was what seems to be changing it for other radio shows is there was somebody with a connection to somebody that tested positive for coronavirus, and they had to shut down the entire building. So I know that happened in Cleveland, that happened in Atlanta.
I've even seen a few, not a lot, a couple shaming comments of us going, guys, not practicing social distancing.
Well, somebody told me something in the hallway that has me all freaked out.
What the fuck are you talking to people in the hallway? You're on my ass about. What are you talking to people in the hallway for?
You can't maintain 6 feet of distance in that
I
hallway.
was 6 feet away from this person because they were wearing rubber gloves.
I know what you're
So you
talking
can
about.
bet that they were keeping me 6 feet away, which I was respectful of. But they told me that there's some weekend staff that work here at the radio station that were all up in this building that had been posting a ton of pictures from all their St. Patty's Day partying they were doing on St. Patty's Day, not staying home.
Oh, you heard about the one part-timer? He came in here and licked the entire table and then walked out.
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all it takes is just one little incident like that, and you can be as safe and trying to quarantine yourself from the rest of the world, and all it takes is just one interaction of somebody that was with somebody that you don't even know, and bam, there you go.
Well, I just know some people are going crazy trying to stay clean.
Yeah,
And
you're looking at her.
It gets to the point where it breaks a person, to the point where you could overdo it, I think.
You can, but also, you're just trying to protect. So I think if you think you're doing too much, you're probably not. You're just keeping yourself sane and safe. But what the fuck do I know?
You seem sane.
That's a good question of the day. What the fuck do I know? Hey, we're going to be fine, Mama. We're going to get through this.
Are we still talking about doing the show from our house?
I mean, it's an option. I think, with the other shows that have decided to do it in other markets where they have, that was really the catalyst. There was somebody with a direct connection that tested positive for coronavirus, and that's when they're like, and I think even with some of them, I think in Cleveland I was reading that there was somebody with a connection to a show member that tested positive for coronavirus, so they all had to broadcast from different locations. No one could even come into the studio. Then they disinfected everything, and since they had done the quarantine, then they were able to allow, after 48 hours, just necessary personnel to run the control board.
Gotcha.
And stuff like that for them is how they did it. So, and, there's no textbook on this, so nobody really knows what they're doing. Everybody's just kind of guessing and trying to do it the right way.
If you had a chance to give yourself corona or give it to me, those are your only options. What do you do?
I would take it and then move out of my house.
Oh, we gotta get you corona.
I don't want to give it to you.
That's nice of you.
You got one kidney. What if it kills you?
All right, I like it.
I mean, organ failure is one of the things that you die from when you have the coronavirus, because my sister told me she saw it.
Well, thank you for that sunny thought. I appreciate it.
Organ failure, and you have less organs than me, so I'll take the corona. I think I can battle it, but I would just have to go battle it in a hotel somewhere for a month.
Just act like Corona's a man. I think you'll
You'd fight harder?
Yeah, I think he'll take it down.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt it was started by a man, right? I think we figured that out.
Yeah. First guy had it was in Wuhan. It was a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Kevin.
We don't know that for sure, but we're saying that.
Well, we're talking about that word originated. You're talking about bats. Did it come from bats? Katie here from Lake City said, first, thank you guys so much for keeping morale up while we move through this interesting time. You were talking about the coronavirus, and Jaybird asked Kev if it came from bats. Kev said, I don't know. I thought it did. But as a bat biologist, I wanted to give you a little more information about this and to stick up for our little bat friends.
Oh, damn. She's a bat expert.
Most papers examining the source of the virus say the same thing. Bats do act as a reservoir for some types of coronavirus. There is more than one. But the virus would need an intermediary host to evolve to affect humans. Thus, there is no evidence that can be directly transmitted from bat to human. So there you go.
I remember the first time I went to Pennsylvania, they said, you got to be careful at nighttime, Jaybird. Bats will attack your head. They'll start to try to bite your hair. I'm like, this is bullshit. And sure as shit, a bat attacked a girl's hair right in front of me. And I'm thinking, how the fuck do these people live like this? You're going outside at nighttime, bats are attacking you? Some medieval shit right there.
That is hardcore. I don't know if I would leave the house.
The hell no. I was so horrified to step outside in Pennsylvania.
Attacking bats might be more scary than the coronavirus.
I mean, I remember...
They'll peck your eyes out, right?
I remember going down, like, I was young, so maybe it was way worse in my mind. But a bat attacked a girl in the head after they warned us about that shit. Why is that silence in the room?
We're all just taking it in.
Yeah. Your episodes with bats.
My meltdown.
He's having an episode.
I don't like when people say I'm having an episode. That really means I'm breaking down mentally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one to talk.
Well, you're seeing a lot of repeats in the coverage of coronavirus. Anytime you see something like that, people always try to create a drinking game about it. And there are a lot of things that you could drink. Now, of course, we want to be responsible. You shouldn't drink alcohol. Drink emergency with this game, I guess.
All right.
Oh yeah, no. It was posted last night. People go, oh, that's all we need. People now going to the emergency room, taxing the medical system.
Oh,
so.
did we put that up and we got?
Well, we had a basic of one, yeah. And so I'm like, you could drink emergency. It says you have to have alcohol. You drink whatever you want to drink in the damn drinking game.
The other thing we're getting shamed for, I've seen a few comments. Stop calling it the coronavirus. It's COVID-19.
Yeah, well, the TV still says fucking coronavirus.
I know.
You tell them. Go yell at them first, and when they change, I'll change.
I got too many internet fights right now, Kev. I gotta pace myself.
Yeah.
I am, but yet what man?
Right.
I'm only one guy. I can't fight 18 people.
I got a couple other fights I'm working on right now.
And COVID-19 is part of the coronavirus family, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, well then fuck you. They said a couple of different things here. Take a drink when you hear social distancing, new normal, quarantine, flattening the curve, pandemic, epidemic, front lines you could throw in there.
Yes, we're on the front. They're on the front lines doing it on this new normal. Okay?
You could actually have 5 drinks in one sentence.
If you're quarantined with this new normal, just drink for the frontliners.
The front lines of this pandemic, the new normal is trying to flatten the curve. That's why we're social distancing. You could get 6 drinks in one sentence.
There was one network, I'm not even kidding you, within 30 seconds, she had said, the new normal, just like that, the new normal.
It's very dramatic.
9 times in 30 seconds.
They say drink every time a news broadcaster or politician gets mad about spring breakers not taking this seriously.
That's a pretty good one. What are they doing?
Let me see here. Drink every time you hear broadcasters say World War V for virus.
They're trying to get that started. The World War V. They're trying to get that trending. This is the invisible enemy, World War V.
Well, I don't like it.
It's corny.
Because I got a V in my name. I don't like it.
Virginia the Virus. It's kind of an awesome nickname.
World War V. Drink every time they show a picture of how empty Times Square is or any other public place that's normally busy. I think Suits tweeted out a photo of Miami traffic yesterday, and there was like 2 cars out there.
Wow.
It's pretty odd to see. Yeah.
And every time they talk about it, can you believe this?
Yeah. Drink every time President Trump gets into a spat with a reporter. I think that might be a shot. That's a shot. Shot for a shot.
They are being sassy to him. He's being sassy to them. I mean, it's
unreal.
It's a sass off.
I mean, it's unreal how much sass is going on.
It is. I couldn't even believe, and I don't even know why I say that with Trump, because everything's believable with him. But the other day, man, it was just crazy. I was watching the press conference, and he's talking about China and this and that, about the media. He's like, going, these don't let anybody in. And he's like, going, he's like, wouldn't be a bad thing here. Something to that effect. And he's like, going, you know what? He's like, there's only like 3 of you I like here. He's like you could leave, and he started pointing to people individually. He's like, and you could leave, and you could leave. I'm like,
and then it's almost like they're waiting for it, because then they cut to the reporter, and the reporter's like,
it's like reality TV. It really is. It's unreal.
You notice who's not back? Still wasn't back. That Anthony Fauci.
Oh, the guy,
doctor. Yeah,
kind of cupping his hand and giggling the other day.
That dude is gone. You haven't seen him since.
They are kind of, his press conferences are kind of damn entertaining. I mean, there's never been any kind of like, I've never before seen a presidential press conference and be like, oh, damn. And I've done that quite frequently.
A couple of the press conferences have gone almost 2 hours, and you can tell the people in the back are like, fuck, I'm tired. Gosh, I just want to sit down.
Yeah, and then I think I saw, didn't one reporter, or there was a connection, somebody tested positive for the coronavirus, and now they're like, okay, now they're really going to be
in that little area?
I think so, yeah.
Fuck.
And so
they're taking temperatures.
Yeah, now it's really, and I think honestly I'm telling you, I think the new normal is going to be taking temperatures. I think you're going to see it all over the place.
So I think I found a thermometer. I know you were asking for one.
I think I found one too, but I don't know how accurate it is. I was trying it out to see on everybody in my family, and it kept giving wonky numbers.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about them. I don't even think we have one in our house because my wife doesn't believe in disease. And
it's a tough time to be going through this virus in that house.
Oh, she doesn't believe a bit in this.
That's rough.
Not
man.
a bit.
Like, you have to deal with all the. You're in the media, so you're hearing all of this crazy shit, and then you have to go home looking for a little nurturing.
She's like, I'm doing what you're supposed to be doing, but she's like, I'm not the least bit concerned. So she's like, so we don't have one. But yeah, I think you're going to start seeing that. That will probably be, all these things that we're talking about right now. It's such a gray area. Where do you allow people? Who do you associate with? I think that in a week or two, that could be your hall pass. Is like, what's your temperature? And you may see that all over the place. Where if you want to get in here, or there's going to be any kind of like connection, or if you're going to come to my keg party, we got to take your temperature at the door.
It doesn't matter, though, because you can still not have a temperature and be a carrier. So it's really kind of a moot point, really.
But then what do they do if they're taking temperatures to get in to interview Trump? or to be part of that press conference.
Well, I think that's a big thing everyone's talking about is they're saying, yeah, you're taking our temperatures and stuff, but you don't know if you have the corona until you get the test. I mean, Virginia, you could have it right now, feel great, not showing any symptoms. From what I'm gathering from what the medical people are saying, right?
Yeah, I think it's a couple of things. So it's, how did you get it? And then how is your body fighting it? Some people just seem to be fighting it better than others. And we don't know if it's gender or DNA or blood type. Or, they don't know for sure yet, but different people are definitely rocking it different.
Yeah. So,
it's bizarre.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to my buddy Bigfoot. And if I go see him and visit him this week, I have to go and talk to him through the sliding glass door. I can't be in contact with him.
That's a smart move.
Yeah. It's like prison.
He's super immune compromised.
He would be a high risk person. He was looking down death's door 8 months ago.
He better not even be going to get the mail.
I told him, I said, you better not fuck around with this. You can't even get the mail. You really can't.
Don't. Just stay in the house. He's got a super cute crib.
He does. We
went to a party at his house a couple months ago. I mean, they have set it up real nice.
Shocked you remember it.
I was pre-partying.
Okay.
Hey, it was a celebration.
I was pre-gaming before I got there. I walked in drunk.
No, you definitely were drunk, but then you turned it up, Mama. It was one of those ones where you try to have a conversation with Virginia, like, yeah, let's go talk to the plant.
And another time you drink every time the TV says don't touch your face. Or you could do a shot whenever you cough or touch your face. So there you go.
I mean, my favorite still is when these officials, guys, seriously, stop touching your face. 30 seconds later, they're itching their fucking
I know, yeah.
chin.
As soon as you say it, you do it. I touch my face all the time.
Well, it becomes like a thing then. You can't help yourself.
So someone was saying the stats probably with us. I'm number one touching mine. Then you are a close second. They say
I know
you touch
that.
your face a lot.
I do. I know that. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm more than you.
You are pretty good, Virginia, because you're paranoid and wired.
I don't know. I've been touching my face a lot, too. I just can't help it.
Yeah.
You've been touching your titties a lot today, too, because they keep popping out for shit.
Well, I wore this cute dress because I was told by Jaybird we were filming a music video today. But this dress I can't wear a bra with. So, yeah, one of my boobs keeps waving at you.
Look, that's going to get us at least 10 more views. Maybe 20. 10 views of boob.
Be nice.
20's a little optimistic.
You're right.
These old boobs don't have as big of a draw anymore.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. We got an interesting email here from Renee. She said, so every time I hear that horn play that suits a huzzah sound, it makes me giggle and a bit uncomfortable because since being home, I've watched a lot of Disney Junior Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies plays it!
And they use the exact same horn sound when they ride their trikes. And I now can't see it the same way after listening to you guys.
I mean, y'all know who the biggest comer is. Clearly Animal.
Animal.
Definitely. There's no way he doesn't just...
Followed by Gonzo.
Gonzo's, yeah, for sure. Fozzie Bear, in my opinion, thin dick and has ejaculation problems. He's a pre-comer. All right. Hopefully kids aren't listening.
Let's hope not.
Would you be upset if you learned that Gonzo, first of all, he's a big comer, but he just comes all over those chickens?
I'm not surprised by that. I think Gonzo is a freak. You're not romantic with chickens unless you're a freak, and he's not even part. Like, he's a different breed.
You're
and
right.
yeah, what is he? He's human animal. Is he somewhere in between? What is Gonzo?
What is Gonzo?
Well, he can satisfy two chickens at the same time, if you know what I mean.
I do.
And so is that really twisted if he's with chickens, or because he's actually closer to their species? It's not like we can judge him like a human.
Hey, all good points. I feel like Kermit isn't the best lover, but man, he knows how to go downtown. He definitely knows how to. Yeah. Kermit knows how to.
Miss Piggy likes it that way.
Yeah. Piggy.
They have a cue like you want to eat some bacon or something like that.
This turned.
Hi-ho. Go eat up, you piggy. All right. You're definitely going to get a complaint email for that segment.
Let's hope so. All right. Well, you're looking for some great takeout food, Bud's Chicken and Seafood is the place to go. You can still get all their delicious food and fixings. The drive-thru window is cranking open.
That's all that's open to the drive-thru, but they got it hot and piping, and everything's available right now. And all of those locations are in Palm Beach County.
Love it. Thank you.
Don't want to brag, but I was talking to Philip from Bud's. He's a higher up there.
I like
he
it.
is. 6 locations in Palm Beach County. Check them out and enjoy their hot, delicious food. We'll see y'all later.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.